Hello, everybody, and welcome to Magical Monday and Thoth Tuesday. We are getting some really deep channeled messages lately. There's a lot of deep diving going on in this world right now, and we're all in the middle of it, which I'm kind of glad. I'm kind of enjoying it at this point because I am learning new things, and my consciousness is waking up, and yeah, we were going to have a beautiful world. We just got to hang in there a couple more months. They've got this, little thing going on with the world, and they want to cause chaos and do some shady stuff. And we just need to hang on and work on ourselves. That is what we need to do because we got to work on one person at a time. We have, let's see, today is 9/10 of 2024, which is an 18, which is a 9. And 9 and 11 is 9/11/2024 is a 19, which is a 10, which goes down to a 1. And then it goes down, if you put those two together, it's a 10 and it goes down to a 1. We had a lot of 10s, which go to 1, and we had a lot of 4s, and we had a lot of sixes. So look up some angel numbers. I didn't have time, but look up some angel numbers with that, and that'll give you some more guidance too. We are going to read the number 1. I hope everybody's staying. We've had some rain down here in Florida. They've got some stuff going on, and we've had a lot of rain, but it's been this really nice, soft, misty rain. I've been walking around in it, and it's enjoyable, actually. Number 1 tells you that you are a magician priestess, and that now and then you require solitude in order to fully develop the capabilities within you. You need solitude now in particular in order to receive your visions from a spiritual teacher clearly and without compromise. Number 1 promises success and a deep bond of the heart. It will teach you to feel the moment of creation within you and to perceive yourself as a spiritual being. Its energy field is the beginning, the absolute being, the sum of all possibilities, and the pure spirit of the subtle world. That is a perfect start for Magical Monday because we all have the energy, the power within us, and we can do great things. We just don't realize it yet. Now we got a number 28, which is a 9, and I'm going to read the 9 after this. Have the courage to be free. Know that freedom begins where desire ends. I desire to be right all the time. I desire millions of dollars. I desire everybody to love me. Those are the wrong desires. Those are ego, alter ego. Those are just fairy tales. You're not there to be that. You're there to work on yourself and figure out what your powers are to help the world. We each are unique. Remember, we have that unique God spark in us, and nobody else has it. So what are you unique? What are you going to bring the world? And another thing that I've been doing too is I have a gratitude. I have a tablet, and it's only gratitude. It's things that I've manifested and things that have come true and things that I need to live a decent life. And every time I write in it, I'm grateful. I show my gratitude. Have a gratitude journal. And if you have to have a complaint journal, have a complaint journal. Have a different journal. Put your complaint, the trigger that you have right now, put it down on paper and look at it and kind of go meditate on it and get different perceptions on that. You have one perception. So let's say I'm looking at this and I'm trying to figure out, get the perception on it. Well, I'm going to look at my normal perception with it, the Fonny D way. And then I'm going to back off a little bit and think of a different perception and try something different and figure out the feeling that you get when that happens. I really feel that we are so bogged down by what everybody else thinks that we forgot how we feel about ourselves. What does freedom mean to you? Where do you think it lies? Do you think it can be found in money, power, recognition, or enlightenment? Freedom commences where desire ceases. Freedom exists only in the present. You cannot plan for it or save it in a freedom piggy bank to make use of later. Live in the moment and live freely. Freedom is wherever you happen to be. Look around you and seek it out. Invite it in right now into a moment that is full of potential, including the chance of freedom. Be open to it and use that freedom. Sometimes to behave a little irrational or rashly, and perhaps increasingly often. Every now and then, it will give you the courage to pick yourself up and smile to yourself at the idea of acting responsibly without wishing it in any way to denigrate or disregard common sense, since freedom is magnanimous and can therefore accept everything with ease. When you are free in your own self, you are at one with your life purpose. You feel bound to nothing and to no one. It is only then that everything will flow through you freely, and that the perfect light of your great potential will find its way to you unchallenged. To be free means to love everything without wishing to understand, without asking for meaning or reward. What will you do now? Hear your soul ask softly, what do you desire? And when you have found your answer, be sure to act upon it and learn that freedom can only be found on the path of truth. Your helpers for the next 21 days, the power animals, the lynx, the herbal essence is the silver fir, the healing crystal is Apache tear, and the number is a 1. And we already read the 1. So yeah, that was a 9. Okay. But that is a good start to Magical Monday and Thoth Tuesday, because Thoth would want us all to be free. Thoth tried to teach people how to be free, and people just didn't see it. You know, sometimes when I'm talking to people, they don't understand me, and I get it, because sometimes people talk and I don't understand them. We're gonna go with this one because Source is telling me to go with this one. Human Spirit Oracle. And I don't think we've ever had this. We might have had it way long time ago. It's a 42, which is a 6, and it's third eye blind. As you see, she's covering her eyes, but she's got an eye on her hand and she's got her third eye open. And the butterfly, it's like, and the butterfly on her hand with the moon behind her, but it's like, I don't want to wake up. I'm going to keep my hand over my human eyes, and I'm going to see with a different perception. See, that's what I was just saying, and that's interesting how that's doing it. Cover your eyes and see through the divine and see a different perception on the situation you're in, and you might see a whole different story unfold. I don't see with a third eye. Oh, baby, open that eye. It really allows you to see through all the bullshit. Stop ignoring your instincts, your intuition and insight. Scared that it is just wishful thinking? Open that third eye and you will be surprised at all the foresight you have within you. That gut feeling in your true north telling you to stop being blind. We have been so conditioned that there are only 5 senses, but look at animals hearing things we cannot or seeing things we don't. We believe that the reason you are closed off is because it is all relative to your experiences. If you can't see it tangibly, then how could it be there? Try some simple meditation to help you relax and get your inner eyesight back. Exactly. We're not listening to that gut feeling, that intuition. We're playing it over in our mind. Okay, don't do that. Don't play it over in your mind because that is the 3D thought pattern. That's what you've been taught to do. Go out of that. Cover your eyes. Don't use your eyes as senses and use your third eye, your intuition, your gut feeling. Trust me, you will feel the difference. Try it sometime. Practice it when you're going to meditate. Think, I want to see, I want to block my vision and feel it from within and get a different perception on it. And with that, yeah, spirit's telling me down there. It was on the bottom, down there. I get it. This is Messenger Oracle. And I'm telling you, these cards are amazing. They come out so channeled just perfect. And what I'm saying, I probably don't even know what I'm saying half the time. I'm being channeled as I'm saying it. So, because I do kind of like a meditation, I clear my mind before I come in here and start talking to y'all. And I just keep getting just what I'm supposed to say. What can I say? What can I say? Okay, challenge your perception. What we were just talking about. You cannot challenge an outdated perception or one born of a lack of understanding. If you are unwilling to put aside your feelings and beliefs and embrace another's point of view, to do so makes you aware of the whole and stands you up on high, where you can see that both parties involved in a dispute can act against an injustice. Both can be right, both can be wrong, and what one may perceive to be harmful may be seen as both healing and beneficial by the other. That, my dear soul family, was perfect. And it even got more perfect. I think there was 3 cards. It must not be. Yeah, oh yeah, there is. Okay. Let me go back. Okay. That was dead on. And the other day we had one and it said observe, and yeah, observe in silence, like the fox. Now is not the time to be the life of the party, nor to step forward into the role of leader or teacher. Be cautious. It may not be wise to draw attention to yourself or to reveal your plans to others at this time. Instead, be silent, step back, be still. Watch those around you and be mindful of what you see, hear, and feel. Trust in your instincts and intuition and let them guide your steps. This is a guiding channeling message. It's guiding us to what we need to do. Calm in the storm. And this is one of my favorite cards out of this. I mean, look how beautifully calm he looks. He's got the purple seashell, the intuition, the golden energy just flowing in his heart space. And he's got everything lit up. His crown, his crown has a turtle going up and the crescent moon on the turtle back. And then he's got his third eye glowing and he's got rainbows on his cheeks. I mean, this is a beautiful safe harbor in the storm card. Calm in the storm. There are times when life offers us nothing but chaos and turmoil. Wave upon wave knocks us down, sometimes before we can even regain our feet. Be still. Take a moment to breathe. Express your thoughts and feelings, and then do what you can to find a peaceful place of calm within you. If another is in need, offer them safe harbor. Be a port in the storm. I love that. But you got to remember, there is people that are not on your energy level. My husband and I are married, but we are not on the same energy level a lot. He's still way down in 3D, and I am in like 4D, getting ready to level to 5D. I know what my life is going to be like. I'm going to go with the flow. I'm not going to fight things. I'm going to be who I want to be and not who you want me to be. You don't ever want to be like somebody else. I never wanted to be like somebody else. I don't like when people like wear the same clothes as me and want to be like me and no, I don't want a little mini me. Really, I don't. Um, okay, yeah. It's like more I work with this energy, the more when I put my hand on the cards, the book, it'll be warm. That's what I need to go to. But the ones that I touch are cold. So I know they're not ready yet. It's so weird. I've got this thing that the magic, I can feel it in my fingers. It's so cool. Yeah, I've done a lot of work on myself, people. It's not that I am always been like this. I was basically a very, very compassionate, loving, oh, I still am, caring child that cried at the blink of a hat when someone or something got hurt. Even like a butterfly. I was like walking away going, oh my God. I just I wasn't into anything violent. And my little brother watches horror movies like that I wouldn't even sit down and watch. But that's it. I mean, it's okay. It's not me. I don't have to watch it. Um, this is perfect. Okay, this is a 7. Now I'm trying to use my inner intuition on what source the creator wants me to say about this. And yeah, 7 physical strength. The protector. Well, yeah, we just cut the safe harbor in the storm. And now we've got the protector, which is the animal and nature. Look at she's the protector of it. They know that snake knows that she's protecting it. It's not going to hurt her. The deer knows, the stag, that she's protecting. She's got the crescent moon on her forehead. Her eyes are wide open. She's got the crescent moon on her breast. And her staff is lit up with energy, her arrow. Ah, wow, I never noticed that. Okay. The snake that she's holding is actually a bow, and that's her arrow. I never noticed that from this card. I thought it was just a snake there, but you can see the line for the bow. It's a golden line. It's like energy. So she is actually protecting that deer. You notice that? The deer is standing behind her and she's like, don't come near us. I will hurt you. Okay, work with affirmations for physical strength. Practice positive self-talk. Don't be angry at yourself or your body for not being able to do something yet. Praise yourself for making a start and encourage yourself to continue. Rather than seeing exercise as a punishment, view it as a reward. You deserve the me time, the stress relief, and the extra energy and health benefits that come from it. Exercise is not about hating your body, it's about loving it, nurturing it, and celebrating all that it can do. Incorporate affirmations to help you show up for your workouts. Leave little reminders on your mirror, write them in your diary, share them with friends, get one on a workout top, or say them out loud when you wake up. I am stronger than I know. I am worthy of good health. I love myself enough to take care of myself. I am transforming my mind and body. I have the willpower to get through this workout. I am strong and powerful. I am proud of myself for exercising regularly. I am transforming my body into my temple. I am disciplined. I am becoming stronger both mentally and physically and love my body. You can also use affirmation while you exercise. Uh, my muscles are getting stronger. My mind is getting stronger. My intuition is getting stronger. You don't want to talk bad about yourself or think bad about yourself. Like, say you dropped a cup And then you say to yourself, oh my God, I'm such an airhead. Don't do that. You're telling yourself you're an airhead. Say, oh my goodness, I'm so sorry. This is just crazy. Or I'll get a thing and I'll just clean it right up. Uh, it is a material possession. Do you realize how freaked out people get with material possessions? People, you're not here to gather material possessions. Material possessions are for you to get through Earth school, but it's not for you to be glamorous. Yes, you should buy nice things to feel good about yourself, but if you're trying to impress the neighbors and the yacht club, that's the wrong thing. You're going the wrong way. Yeah, no. Not good. Not good at all. Okay, let's see where we're going. These are some great cards, seriously. Okay, that's still cold to me. This is one. Okay. Magical Spirit Oracle. And I love this deck. I think this desk desk deck is fun. It's like it's just like reading your little comic book, but of awareness. The things that almost broke me were the things that most awoke me. It's a number 16, which is a 7. The awakened dead, resilience, nirvana, and self appreciation. What I just said. That is actually a beautiful story right there. That is a person that was near death, didn't take care of themselves, lived a horrible life, didn't know what to do. They became a skeleton with the sun behind them. But now they've realized that it was all a lesson and they're coming back to it. They're getting the energy back into them and the butterflies and the flowers around. I'm gonna make sure he doesn't have nothing in his hand. There's always something in these cards that you don't see now. Let's see what it's got to say. I honor all of me, my past, present, and future selves. This card can mean it's time for you to have a powerful moment of self-realization about the life you are leading, as if you have already lived it, as if your future is talking to you. This card also means that you have been self-critical and that it's okay. You are on the right track, even if it's not going as you planned. Point of view. Imagine you are reflecting on your life from the afterlife. You're so proud of yourself because you were always doing so much better than you thought you were. Yeah, you can see it now. You know it now, but you wish you could have known it then. You wish you could have seen yourself the way you see yourself now. God, you are so beautiful. You realize it was always a choice that you decided to make over and over. Even when you didn't want it, you didn't have to. It would have been easier, not to, but you did. You choose to empower yourself, to begin again, to believe again, to pick yourself back up after you fall so hard, nose in the dirt, tears in the soil, hands grasping the earth. And it's okay if you sometimes lay there in that cold darkness a bit longer than you should have. You were in pain, you were tired, and it's okay if you judged yourself for that. You wanted to the best for yourself because you believed. You choose to believe because even after your weakest, aching, I'm so dead inside moments. You called for a rebirth and a reckoning after chaos ensued. You summoned those faintly lit and seemingly dormant powers to come out from deep within your soul. And finally, they did. Sometimes you weren't sure, though, and that's okay. It's just incredible that even through all the craziness of this world and people, you did it. You know, you did it. Just wish you could have known that you always could have trusted yourself. You always could have trusted yourself. Keep saying it. This card is a testament to the times we thought we were broken, but instead we're awakened, transformed, and alchemized through darkness. A salute to all the lessons ahead and how much grace we deserve to give ourselves. Take time to appreciate how far you've come. Give yourself a hug. Look at yourself through the eyes of your wise future self. Think about your younger self and how much compassion you have for them. Imagine this times 1,000. Once you reach the end of your life, give yourself this love now. We all make mistakes. We all have moths in our closet, but we can't live and keep torturing ourselves about it. What was will stay that way. You can't go change it now. It's past. It's done. It's gone. But why keep reliving it over and over and over? Like, I could have did more. I could have did more. No, you couldn't. Not whatever you were going through was the perfect timing for you, and it didn't need to be any different. You are on the right path. Okay, now I got some warmth going on in this angels and ancestors, and we got the elder healing through the lineage. Your ancestors' guides gather around you at this time. Great healing is unfolding and carving a newfound freedom for your lineage. The First Nations people of Australia are the oldest tribal people still living on the planet. Their historic hunter-gatherer culture and ancient spirituality are rooted in tradition and balanced with the earth. This card is in honor of them as sacred earth protectors and the living embodiment of tradition. The elder is the ancestor who comes with a message of healing change. He is an embodied soul, yet he has had journeys that go beyond the physical. Therefore, he represents a reclamation of power. When he appears in an acknowledgement that you have the capacity to move beyond the limitations that have been placed upon you. If you have had expectations of success, failure, sadness, or even sickness placed upon you by your family, it's important to know that you are here to create your own story. This card represents personal healing that will bring healing to your family lineage, past, present, and future. The freedom you claim is healing that loving support your entire family constellation. I see that in a lot of conversations that people have where they talk about their family and things that happen and things they couldn't control. And I say it a lot. I wish I knew what I knew now and could go back and change it, but you can't. It was our learning experience. It had to be that way. Okay. We got the stag, and this is trust and thrive. Right now, I think we have to put trust in ourselves. Come alive and thrive. Stand in your light and glory with grace and majesty. The stag card brings graceful and powerful medicine into your life. In the Celtic tradition, the stag with his crown of antlers is known as the king of the forest and is a totem that brings protection in challenging times. In Native American tradition, he is greatly loved, for stag and deer have provided food for the people and materials that have allowed them to create medicine items such as drums, rattles, and smudge fans. Although the stag has been hunted in the past and still is, he has strength, dignity, and poise. When this card arises, it can also represent fertility and sexuality. Maybe an opportunity to explore your sexual side with your spiritual integrity, supporting you on that journey. You have an opportunity to thrive. Trust in all that you have to offer, all your gifts, strengths, and power, and make the most of it. You were born to lead, and this can only become reality when you are willing to put yourself in that position. Stag energy allows you to feel safe because the antlers keep away anything that could interfere with your intelligence and presence, and their strength gives you the power to be agile in your thinking. You are being encouraged to retain your dignity and be proud of who you are and all that you've accomplished. This, in turn, will give you even more power to thrive onwards and upwards. I really like that because that kind of corresponds with this one right here. Trust and thrive. And this is physical strength protector. We all have a protector in us. You know, we've all had energy that we didn't think we could have in times we needed it. And we got the High Priestess, harness mystic power. Align with the light and focus on all things possible and all things positive. The High Priestess is the physical embodiment of the divine feminine, the goddess in human form. She has many names through time and space, but her essence has remained similar: fierce, powerful, and disciplined. In many traditions, particularly pre-Christian, the high priestess was in charge of the spiritual and religious orders and was the voice of authority and guidance from the gods. The high priestess in the deck is the consort and partner of the high priest. If you look at them together, you will see them mirror each other's energy. Inspired by the Egyptian goddess Isis, she holds a sistrum, a musical instrument, in her left hand, and an anka, the Egyptian symbol of eternal life, in her right hand. She is joined by a black cat representing the Egyptian goddess Bast, who protects her from lower energies, and she stands strong in her glory and power. You are a mystic with the capacity to connect with energies that go beyond the human sense. Within you is a force of magic that is directed by your will. There is an opportunity for you to rise up at this time, but it requires dedication and discipline. You are being guided to look at what you are working on or at the situation before you and determine where your priorities lie. If you are unable to figure that out, you must use your intuition and discernment to focus on what will bring you closer to your goal and the happiness of everyone involved. When this card arrives, it's also important for you to check in with your intuition, as it will give you guidance that will be important for your growth. She basically said it. Intuition. Listen to that intuition. Don't listen to that outside world stuff. That's where we get bogged down. Somebody says this and we're going to believe it. That's their opinion. It might be right, but you got to look into it too before you just jump in. Witch. We got the witch. Be the light. Take the higher road and choose the light. Remove yourself from lower energy experiences. The witch card represents the maiden aspect of the triple goddess of paganism and modern Wicca. The maiden is a gentle, innocent, and pure aspect of the goddess, a loving soul who wants nothing but the best for the whole earth. Here she is joined by honored barn owls, showing that she is willing to respect those with more wisdom and experience than she has. But she is also willing to trust what she feels to be right within. With this card, you are being reminded of the goodness within. No matter what is happening to you or around you, You have a choice. Choose not to be pulled into dramas, bickering, or energies that are just going to limit your joy. If you are surrounded by people who are hostile towards you or someone else, you are in a negative situation, perhaps in your workplace, you are being invited to be the light. You are an incredible person who can really bring light. So, how can you change the energy? How can you redirect the conversation to love? How can you protect yourself? How can you help the person that is being picked on? Or are you the one who is guilty of causing a drama? You will know the answers. Know also that you are being encouraged to shine the light you were born to share. Yeah, that was a perfect, perfect reading for that. Everything we've just talked about, it just said it. Okay, now we are going to go to our newest one, the Enchanted Map Oracle, because they had a divine message, a double divine message to give you. It's a 12, which goes to a 3. You know, that's a divine message. Slow and steady. She's a snail. She's got the wings. She's just moving slow and steady. Remember the old clinch. Slow and steady wins the race. This is a time for easy movement, unhurried steps, and a steady heart. Trust that taking life at a more leisurely pace will give you greater access to your dreams. Slowing down allows you more contact with the juicier elements of your life. Savor them. Like that. I like that a lot. Oh yeah, and she's got like magic bubbles going on over here that's leading her. And we got the Wizard of Awareness on number 3, which is another divine message. Look at him. He's got his staff and it is glowing. Mindfulness is about being observant and remaining neutral about what goes on in the world around you. This applies to the environment within you, too. If you struggle inside yourself, stepping into an observer position gives you a new, powerful perspective that neutralizes any discomfort or overexcitement. You have the capacity to see things clearly now, unencumbered by opinion or desire. Wearing the world as a loose garment requires you to adopt a sense that nothing that happens to you is personal. People come and go, experiences evolve from one state to another in the continual shifting and changing, no matter how much you want things to stay the same. The Wizard of Awareness asks you to give up your need to define or limit that you experience now. It's all good. Let it be and watch the miracle unfold without any direct influence from you. Yeah, we're supposed to go with the flow. If we're forcing things, if we're in hurries, if we're doing what we're doing, we're forcing it. We're supposed to go with the flow. So you can force it all you want, but you still have to go with the flow. Are you going with the flow, Donnie? He's going with the flow today. This was a really beautiful card that we got with the Golden Future. It was a 42, which is a 6. World peace and cooperation. Choose harmlessness and teamwork. Soon after 2032, when we move into the new golden age, the entire world will be at peace for the first time in eons. Then all countries will start to cooperate and support one another for the highest good of all. From that instant that there is a world peace and international cooperation, our fifth dimensional planet will earn the right to draw plenty of prosperity and incredible knowledge from the universe. This includes the spiritual technology to grow an abundance of nourishing food for everyone and discover currently inconceivable ways of harnessing free and harmless power. It will enable new forms of communication, travel, and healing to be revealed, as well as many other wonderful ways of making our lives easier and happier. Peace, cooperation, and independence are keys that will access unimaginable bounties from the universe. Drawing this card suggests it is time to bring your life into total peace and joy, then to cooperate with others. Every time you choose a harmonious response or act in a harmless way, you are raising your frequency. Whenever you cooperate with others for a higher cause, you are accelerating your ascension. This will not just transform your personal life, but it will help to build universal peace and intentional cooperation in the collective consciousness. Lord Kumaka helps to set up the golden era of Atlantis and has returned to this universe to prepare us for the golden future that awaits us on Earth. As soon as you invoke his assistance and tune in to his topaz light, he will help you step into the light and peace of the new golden age. When you truly live your life in fifth dimensional peace, love, and cooperation, you will automatically draw beautiful abundance from your universe. That is beautiful. It's got the hummingbirds and the moon. I mean, and the connection and the world. You know, I have way back in my dream journal, I remember drawing it because I can't really draw, but I drew like the four corners of the earth and then the tree of life in the middle. And I had wrote on it, all roads lead to Rome on the bottom. And then I wrote, Russia is agriculture. Japan is technology. The United States is the war factor. And England is the money. And when the four corners of the earth get together in harmony, we find our tree of life in full bloom. So that's what I had wrote in my dream journal. And I've been hearing things, them talking about the world gets together. And I heard that Mr. T, they all capitulated to him. So we don't know what's going on right now. And I'm not even going to attempt to know. I'm going to read one more and then we're going to save that one for last. No, we're going to save both of them for last, I guess. And we're going to go right to the dreams of Gaia because it's hot. It's cold over here and it's really hot here. So I feel the heat. Okay. Now we've got the dreams of Gaia. And what does the dreams of Gaia? You know, all the elements appeared in dreams of Gaia today. Yeah, it did. Even the water, the fire, the air, it all appeared and they were all upright. So none of them were reversed, except for a couple of the clarifying cards. Yeah, okay. Now we've got the 13, which goes to a 4. We've got 444 here today, is the Queen of Fire. She's optimistic and enthusiastic. She engages and stimulates all senses, gives you full attention. Be focused and confident. Take pleasure in life. Don't second guess yourself. Hold your head up high. Avoid petty behavior. Don't wait for somebody else to make decisions for you. And then I say, well, you make the decision and I'll help. You can both think of a decision. Everybody's mind has to gather on not opinions, but on fact, and they should be knowledgeable of things. The Queen of Fire is a strong and powerful woman. She is someone who is not afraid to go after that which she desires most. She is focused and determined and very optimistic. Those around her find her charismatic and engaging. Her warm and expansive nature draws people to her like moths to a flame. She is also a very primal, sensual woman. She engages her senses in all that she does. She is the type of person who will always look you in the eye, will reach out and touch your hand and listen closely, giving you all her attention. She is vibrant, alive, and unforgettable. She has the power to change your life in the moment you first meet her. Her independent nature makes her a natural leader, not a follower. Her confident and self-assured manner has her achieving all that she begins her mind, all she sets her mind to. And because she is so embracing and kind and not interested in competing with anyone, she is loved by many. A natural extrovert, she loves being the center of attention, but she also gives her attention in equal measure. When the Queen of Fire appears in your reading, she is asking you to be optimistic and positive. Now is the time to focus on the pleasures of life and enjoying what you do. Behold and be bold and be daring, be fearless. Now is not the time to second guess yourself or allow doubts to prevent you from acting upon an idea or plan that you know will bring positive change and growth to your life. She also suggests that you seek out a Queen of Fire type if you need help. She has a vast network of friends and associates, and she is only too happy to point you in the right direction. If you are looking for aid, don't be afraid to ask for her guidance. This queen is the kind of person who takes just as much delight in another's success as she does in her own. The Queen of Fire symbolizes living a full life and being fully present in every moment. Live a sensory life. Stimulate your senses, all of them. See, hear, listen, touch, taste. Your senses are a true gift. Put them to use. We've talked about our senses and how we should use our senses. Okay, let's see what we got as a clarifier. Cute. With the Queen, we got the Emperor, a number. Who was she? Oh, she was 13. This is the number 4. Another 4. Got a lot of 4s. Go look up angel number 444s because we've got some 4s. Look at him, that Emperor. Ooh, he looks cosmically brave. Stability, structure, protection, authority, control, practical, focus, discipline. It's all about control when it comes to the Emperor, as this card represents authority, regulation, organization, and fatherlessness. The Emperor symbolizes strategic thinker who sets out plans that he must see through. Creating process, structure, discipline, routine, and a mentor. When you see him in a reading, a possible interpretation is that you could be put in charge of something important. It could be a position at work or in any kind of organization or institute that desperately needs order and a clear, decisive mind. Somebody's got some order things going on, and that's kind of interesting because the Queen, she's all order, she's all doing things, and then you've got the feminine and the masculine. It's, yeah, interesting. Okay, now we got the 3 of Earth, and this is a beautiful card. He's tending to the squirrel, and he's helping the squirrel bury his nuts. This is time to make preparations, risking future goals and ambitions. Investment, sacrifice equals reward. A time of restriction or adversity. Increase opportunity. People notice commitment and dedication. Be sure of your motives and maintain intimacy and connections. The 3 of Earth represents a time of preparation. It is a time to sow the seeds born of thought, need, and desire in fertile soil, and do what is required in order to make those seeds grow. It is a time for you to do the necessary groundwork. Remember, the outcome can only be equal to the investment you are willing to make in the here and now. The Three of Earth can also symbolize a time of sacrifice in the weeks and months ahead. There may be choices offered that appear as limitations or restrictions. While these choices might bring you about feeling of reluctance, frustration, and annoyance, put them aside and focus on what the end result will bring. The future may also offer moments of adversity and hardship that make you want to give up. If you find your resolve challenged over the weeks and months ahead, know that all that you hope to achieve is dependent upon your willingness to make a commitment now, and then honor that commitment to the end. Do so knowing that it will be noticed and respected. It may even increase the opportunities that come your way. Whether it be further education, new work responsibilities, saving for a new home, or building a business, now is the time to look for realistic, grounded options and to then get in touch with those who have the knowledge and information you require in order to determine if your objectives can be achieved and the best course of action for you to take. The Three of Earth asked, what are you willing to do now in order to achieve the outcome you desire? This is a gentle Earth card, in my opinion, and you can tell he loves the Earth, and he is an Earth sign. So we had fire and we had Earth. So we have fire walking on the Earth right now. And we got the Five of Cups, but the Five of Cups is reversed. It come upside down. But we want to look at her. She's sitting near the water and she's got magic all around her. She's got beautiful seashells she's looking at, the anklet, the tattoos, and the flowers around. She's just kind of thinking. And if it's reversed, she's really thinking. There is already light at the end of the tunnel, and you are already on your way to recovery from past wounds and lessons. Someone you knew in the past may rekindle your hope for the future, and an old friend may appear in your life. This is moving on from past relationships, healing from old wounds, jobs lost, leading to better positions, healing from career mishaps, relief from financial loss, rebuilding financial security. The Five of Cups reverse card tells the current that they cannot change the past, but soon they will gain a deeper understanding of what happened. It's important to practice self-forgiveness. Yeah, I think she's deep in thought and trying to forgive herself, and it should have been, forgive me, I forgive myself, and it should be gone. So don't harp on it anymore. Don't keep asking for forgiveness. You already asked once, that's it. You realize, in other words, you realize your perception caught you on what you did wrong, and you changed it. You're going to fix it. But you have to know what you did wrong. And that's not a bad thing. It's just that that's what you got to do. Slow and steady. Remember? Slow and steady. Okay, we got the Six of Water, and we've been getting her a lot in reverse. We've been getting her forward. And this is a water. This is go with the flow. This is the idea of kindness and compassion. See all the good and pure in the humanities, strive to be better, embrace healthy boundaries, accept that you will falter, overcome obstacles with gentle determination. Do not meet aggression with aggression. Be kind and walk away, slow and steady. Six of Water is the epitome of kindness and concern. She represents all that is good and pure within humanity, an idea that many strive to meet. She is kind, but not too at fault. A fault. She displays concern and care, but does so with a level of emotional detachment. She is sympathetic, compassionate, and giving, but not to the extent that she leaves nothing for herself. She is understanding and aware that we all think, believe, and see life in a unique way, and that this determines how we behave and respond to others. She is forgiving, but forgives because she knows the act sets her free and enables her to move forward without being weighed down by past experiences. She is a gentle soul who overcomes all obstacles with a determination that is free of any aggression or intent to do harm. She is the peaceful warrior who wins all with a gentle touch or smile, a kind word, and a compassionate, generous nature. Does she represent an impossible idea? Do you strive to be like her and find yourself incapable of behaving this way all the time? The Six of Water comes to tell you to just be you. Show compassion, be empathetic, understanding, and aware of all that makes us different. Be generous, but remember to keep healthy boundaries in place. Most important, be kind to yourself when you don't live up to your own expectations. To be the peaceful warrior, you have to be a kind and generous to yourself as you are to others. That is that is an interesting way how those cards came out. And we got the 10 of Cups with that. We got a lot of cups. Everything was almost a cup. And this come in upside down too. So there is a blockage, but the 10 of Cups is the rainbows behind her. It's family. It's beautiful energy. It's love and compassion. It's playing and enjoying. This card may indicate that the asker is struggling to find personal fulfillment or a sense of happiness in their life. It is a reminder to take a step back and reassess what truly brings joy and meaning. The 10 of Cups reverse suggests that it is time to address any underlying issues and work towards finding balance and harmony in all areas of life. Something is disturbing your once serene happiness, such as quarrels or conflicts of intense among family members or close friends. Someone could be creating problems that are poisoning the lives of your loved ones. Yeah, that is an interesting message. It's negative thought patterns if it's upside down. It's tearing the family apart. This is really interesting. And the last one, the special message. We had the fire, we had the earth, we had the water. This is strength, understanding, love for nature, and go with the flow love. The warrior, the emperor, she's thinking, she's contemplating, and they're quarreling, and they've got to get out of that. If you're quarreling with friends, family members, get out of that. Hey, and with oh, okay, that was the last one in that then. Okay, we've got that covered. Now that was the uh, whole reading for the collective. But now I have that special message, and we got an interesting special message. We got the air, 13 and 4, another 4. Look up fours because fours really were powerful here, and sevens and ones. This is the Queen of Air. We've got the Queen of Fire. We have the Optimum of Love. We have the Queen of Air. This is time to be realistic. Be observant. We've got the Fox, observant. Plan, organize, and determine your course of action. A need for emotional detachment. Be precise. Choose your words with care. Stick to the facts. Don't allow your intellect to alienate. The Queen was reversed. Okay, no, she wasn't. She wasn't reversed. That's good. The Queen of Air is one who may at times seem to be cold and distant. There are also times when it is said that she lacks empathy and compassion. This, however, is not the case. The Queen of Air is not unfeeling. Rather, she is a critical thinker. Possessed of a very analytical mind, she relates to others with more ease on an intellectual level. She is very observant and detached. After years of observing others, she can see through deception to the truth. She can see how an individual's choice in the past have led them to their present, and she can see patterns of behavior that weave and influence an individual's presence. The reason she is often said to be without compassion is because she will offer her observation, irrespective of whether they are welcome or not. Tact and diplomacy are not her strengths, and as a consequence, she can come across as quite stern and hard, but her observations and advice are still offered with the best of intentions. She is neither an optimist nor pessimist. She is a realist. She chooses not to allow her emotions to cloud her judgment. She thinks with her head and not with her heart. And that is why she appears in your reading today. The Queen of Air represents a need to think clearly without emotion, clouding judgment and perception. Emotional detachment is necessary. It is not about being uncaring, but understanding that the moment at hand requires decisive and impartial objective. In order to achieve the outcome you desire, you will need to be rational, logical, and realistic, and call upon your knowledge and learning. Think things through carefully. Facts are all that matter. An emotional response or one born of an intuitive feeling is counterproductive at this time. If you find yourself working or interacting with someone who is very like the Queen of Air, it is best to maintain an air of impartiality. Be forthright and conscious, and do not allow your emotions to get the better of you. Work to a strategy. Choose your words carefully. The Queen type are easily drawn into debate and will argue with their point with a ruthless efficiency and skill. They have little respect for an emotional viewpoint, emotional logic, or intuition. Stick to the facts and keep your emotions in check. She also represents a need to speak with honesty and authority and to be just and fair. Allow those around you to speak with the same freedom. Even if what is offered challenges you, if you embody the qualities of the Queen of Air within yourself, don't be taken back if you are met with a disagreement by someone who is of like nature. Don't take offense if others address you in the same discernment manner that you employ yourself, and use the same tactics that you would employ to make their point. If you want respect, you must also accord others the same respect. If you are one to call a spade, then don't be shocked if others follow your lead and do the same. This queen is also a master weaver who creates her reality with precision and skill. She uses her knowledge and intellect to plan, organize, and to determine the best strategy required to achieve her goal and objectives. There is not much the Queen of Air does in her day that she did not consciously choose and anticipate. She is precise, meticulous, and is always in control of her loom that is her life. The web she weaves is of her own making. She might not be the most spontaneous of people, but she knows what she wants, and she knows how to get it. Seek out the Queen of Air or embody her if you want the same for yourself. The Queen of Air is, she's interesting. She is loving, but yeah, she is direct. Sometimes you have to, have you ever been in a conversation with people and you are totally opposed of this kind of conversation, but you just observe and then just observe. Sometimes we need to learn, and I'm a big mouth. Sometimes you need to learn that hold your thoughts. Just observe and let them do the same. Because we got the Six of Cups, and the Six of Cups, all the cups, he's giving her golden seashells. He's loving her. It's a choice. The Six of Cups represents nostalgia, childlike joy, and happy memories. The querent is encouraged to reflect on the beautiful moments in their life when they experience contentment or bliss. This card also can also signify that someone from the querent's past will return and have a positive impact on them. It may be a friend who has been away or a mentor. So yeah, you'll have somebody come into your life that's like a mentor or an old friend. And we got one more card that spit out, and I kept it because this is the Magician. Look at that. Look at the butterflies. They are out of the cocoon. They have leveled up into butterfly magic. Look at her. She's just, she's meditating. This is what we need to be doing. Magician represents pure willpower, using the power of the elements and the suits. He transforms the potential of the fool into reality through the power of his desire. When you get the Magician in your reading, it might mean that it's time to tap into your full potential without hesitation. It might be in your new job, new business venture, a new love, or something else. New love's coming into sight, or just something good. Now, the gateway of light activation. This is where the story goes now. It goes to the Serpent's gateway, voice activation, angelic attunement, and divine support. You don't think you have divine support? Look again, you have divine support. We have angels all around us, our ancestors, our elders, flies in the room. Oh, the seraphim are the highest form of angelic beings who are said to radiate from the heart of Source. They have been described in many different ways through the ages, but what is common is the idea that a brilliant light emanates from them. The word seraphim means burning ones, for in ancient times, light was associated with fire, as this was the main source of light within homes. These beings for infinite light are essentially divine love that has taken on an angelic form in order to serve the universe. When they have appeared physically, they have been described as having 6 wings, and they are known for their heavenly voices. In fact, miraculous planetary shifts are reported to take place when they sing. In the heavenly realms, they sing in constant praise of the Creator. Other angelic presence report to them with regard to their spiritual duty. As it were, it doesn't operate in such a linear way, but this is the best way for us to understand the process. If you have even woken up hearing your name being sung, the seraphims have visited you. When they come to you, know that you are blessed to be in the presence of angelic beings that emanate directly from the heart of Source. Their voices will help awaken the angelic, presence you hold within you so that you can support the expansion of the world. You are blessed to receive the light of the serpent. Know that these beings of infinite light are singing your name in the heavens to unlock the power of your own voice. Angelic support surrounds you at this time. Know that you are safe, for you are being held by the presence of love. The seraphim are witnessing the glory of your being and activating your angelic qualities. You care deeply about the welfare of the planet and all her beings. In fact, you are hoping to make a great difference in the world. And the reason for this is you are carrying angelic light. Let it shine on the world around you. Remember, everybody's going through some kind of change and awakening. And we have to remember that it's a delicate time for a lot of people. A lot of people are having a lot of hard, dark nights of the soul, and they need us right now to understand. The Lemurians, and I just mentioned the Lemurians the other day, clairvoyance activated, psychic awareness, sensitivity, trust your intuition. The stag was trust and thrive. Trust. Lemuria was a civilization in the middle of the Pacific Ocean in ancient times. The inhabitants of this sacred land lived in complete harmony with nature and had a connection with every living being. Their inner vision was fully activated to the point where their pineal gland was fully developed. And they could see for hundreds of miles in every direction in a similar way to the sonar of dolphins and whales. This card represents the highly in tuned beings of the Lemurian civilization who knew that their land would come to a cataclysmic end because many of their people were abusing their power and awareness. These beings are dedicated to all those who want to serve the earth and develop spiritually by harnessing the gift that they have come in with. Your psychic gifts and talents are being activated at this time. Trust what you see, hear, feel, and know, for whatever you are picking up is absolutely correct. Your sensitivity is so heightened that your will to be able to evaluate people's characters quickly, read between the lines, and see things before they happen. Know that this ability will get stronger and stronger as you use your psychic gift to know and heal. There's a good chance that in the past, your sensitivity was overwhelming because you didn't understand it or how to direct it. But now you are blooming like a beautiful flower, becoming the light that you were born to be. You have prepared yourself for this moment. Lifetimes upon lifetimes of incarnations have led to where you are now. Thought embracing your uniqueness, you can help many others embrace theirs. This is not a time to fit in or conform. This is the moment you let the world know who you are. Yeah, we've conformed. A lot of us have conformed for a long time, and we don't want to conform anymore because we realize that's not us. Paul the Venetian, gifted one, revealing hidden talents, opportunities to shine. We're getting shine, baby, shine. Shine on crazy diamonds. Paul the Venetian is one of the original masters from Theosophical Ascended Master teachings and a guardian of the rose pink ray of the heart. It is said that he is the ascended form of Paolo Veronese, a famous artist of the Italian Renaissance. He had links with Venice, and when he was ready to pass in 1588, had the opportunity to ascend to help humanity as a spiritual guide. As he was a highly talented painter during this earthly incarnation, he is now dedicated to helping those with creative talents tie them into their spiritual practice and live a spiritual life. If we call on him, he can help you use your creative as a way of connecting to your higher power. When he comes to you, he brings the energy of grace to help you reveal the deeper parts of yourself to the world. There is a chance that for a long time you have felt misunderstood or like an outsider, probably because somewhere along the way you were discouraged from shining because someone else projected their fears onto you. But hidden deep within you, you have the gifts that can help heal the world. And not only that can help heal the world, but heal you. When this card comes to you, it's time to drop the shields that have protected your heart because you aren't going to be hurt anymore. You are being given an opportunity to shine. Know that the inspiration that's streaming through you is divinely guided, energy that can help you be the most authentic and aligned version of yourself. So reveal your talents, let others see your abilities. Gifts aren't gifts unless they are shared. Share your gifts and serve, knowing you are being served in return. This was a great reading, everybody. I swear it's just great. So I'm going to go out and enjoy this beautiful, magical day. It's not raining, and do some grounding with my bare feet and walk around the land and think about it and do some meditation, clearing my mind. And I think everybody else should practice that a lot. Uh, well, that's it for Magical Monday and Thoth Tuesday. And hopefully I will be back on Wandering Wednesday because my life has been interesting. Let's just say that. Interesting. Got a lot of interesting things going on in my world. Now, I love everybody. May every step in your journey be magical. And you know what? Just be you.